While the days of shady dealings are over, Palkia VSTAR is still a strong Pokemon in its own right. In the Scarlet and Violet era, it's seen some fringe play, and with in combination, either as a support Pokemon for Chien-Pao or Chien-Pao supporting Palkia, it has kind of been on the fringes of competitive viability. However, in the most recent Poland Regionals, we saw Tord have a Palkia in his Lost Box deck, and Palkia itself got a top 3 performance at Poland Regionals with this awesome deck, bringing back some homies from way back in the day, including Ice Rider, Calyrex VMAX, and Suicune V. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this new era of Palkia VSTAR. Quick preface before we get into this video. If you've got the Palkia League Battle deck and you want to upgrade it to something like this, just note that the list has a lot of cards that aren't in the Palkia League Battle deck, and some of them are the more expensive ones. Like there's a lot of Pokemon in here that you're missing, and I'll leave that up to you if you want to upgrade your Palkia League Battle deck to match this build from Luke Kirkham. It's an awesome build if you can make it happen. And in case you're wondering, I'll put all the cards that are unique to this that you'll have to grab separately in a list right here. So pause the video right here if you just want to look at the cards that you're missing to add to the League Battle deck. If you just want to see the full list and see this deck in action, yeah, just keep going. Shout outs to Luke Kirkham for cooking up this list and playing it at the regionals. I've been testing out this deck and I absolutely love it. Let's go into the list right now and talk about what's going on here. So we've got Palkia VSTAR, incredibly strong Pokemon, 280 HP, water type. It could be an issue with the Miraidons, but Luke actually beat like 7 Miraidon decks to get to top 3. So this Palkia is not necessarily doomed against Miraidon because they can Palkia has the power to one-shot Miraidon and vice versa. So really it's about getting ahead on prizes and being consistent. Regardless, Palkia really strong. It has the amazing move Subspace Swell for only 2 water energy, does 60 damage and 20 more damage for each Pokemon on the bench, both yours and your opponent's. This can hit for upwards of 260 damage if both benches are full, and oftentimes they are. We're in a meta right now where everybody's trying to fill their bench, and this becomes a ridiculously strong attacker. On top of that, it is an amazing supporter with the ability Star Portal, lets you attach 3 energy from your discard pile to one of your water Pokemon, and that includes I mean, in a jam you can even attack with Lumineon using Aqua Return, take out a single prizer or finish off a different attacker and then shuffle all of that back into the deck. We do have Chien-Pao, which is mostly here to grab water from the deck, but there are going to be times where you could use this to take a massive one-shot on some Pokemon. We can use it for Suicune potentially to attack, but really we want Suicune as the first turn attacker here, but also could reload Ice Rider, Calyrex VMAX in a meta where we're seeing a lot of big basic Pokemon, your Iron Valiants, Miraidon, Raikou, Raichu, Roaring Moon, Iron Hands. All of these Pokemon get absolutely destroyed by Max Lance for 2 water energy, can do upwards of 250 damage, and most of those Pokemon cannot one-shot Ice Rider in return, and it's really easy for Ice Rider to then just take out another 2-prize Pokemon. And yes, Ice Rider drops 3, but oftentimes Ice Rider can take out 4. So pretty interesting uptrade scenario there. We've got a 3/3 line of Palkia, 1 Lumineon with Luminescine, where you get to grab a supporter card of your choice from the deck and put it into your hand. We do have Mew EX for mostly draw power here for its restart. Genome hacking, there isn't really a good way to power up genome hacking, just double checking. Yeah, Palkia can't load it, so we're not really using Mew EX to copy abilities. We're just using it to draw cards, which is as a secondary function to Greninja, which also lets you draw cards with the concealed cards ability. Also great synergy for Melanie attachments later. But Moonlight Shuriken, amazing attack in its own right. You get to do 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon with that attack, and you discard 2 water energy, which is fine. You can reattach it with Melanie or Palkia. 1 Mew, I love this card in this deck. Its mysterious tail ability lets you search the top 6 cards of your deck, and you can grab grab an item of your choice there, of which there are many in this deck that we really want. Chien-Pao is also a viable turn 1 start, lets you grab some water and start powering up your Pokemon. And really, you just need like a couple energy here and there at the beginning to get rolling. And there are going to be times where Hail Blade could be an attack that you use as well. We've got the, Suicune is here mostly to apply turn 1 pressure to your opponent. It's Blizzard Rondo attack. It's like Palkia's, but it does 40 less damage, but you can attack on the first turn with a Melanie attach, and then you attach from hand. And this is, it's very situational, but there are times where you can just get that turn 1 donk and then your opponent can't respond, which is great. And we do have a Spiritomb here, kind of respecting some of the Pokemon V that have abilities like a Lumineon, like a Genesect, to help shut those down. We have in the trainers, we've got 3 copies of Ultra Ball. Oh, also worth noting, no Manaphy in this deck. I mean, for the most part, we're running some pretty big Pokemon that wouldn't get sniped out by Greninja. We're also not running the new Jirachi. We're relying on mostly big Pokemon, and Greninja's not, I mean, it will hurt, but for the most part, the gamble is it's not going to hurt us enough. So that's why there's no Manaphy or Jirachi in here. For trainer cards, 3 Ultra Balls to discard 2, grab a Pokemon of our choice. 4 Irida, incredibly important card here. We get to grab 1 water Pokemon and an item card, and there's a ton of great items in here, including switches, escape ropes, and so on. This deck has a ton of switch outs, including, just straight up switch, escape rope, and cross switcher. This deck, I'm not sure if Luke was specifically teching for Snorlax, but this is a deck that is pretty well equipped to take Snorlax out because of the high concentration of attackers and a billion switch cards to just get the right attacker in, so that's pretty great. We also have 1 copy of Canceling Cologne, which is another card that can be used to get out of the Snorlax retreat trap, but also great for gusting up a Manaphy, play the Canceling Cologne, and then Greninja can just snipe 2 Pokemon out of the game, which is great. For Cross Switcher, this is one of our gusting options here. We play 2 Cross Switchers at once, and then we can switch both active Pokemon with some from the bench, and we get to choose both, which is great. 2 copies of Earthen Vessel, once again, kind of like Chien-Pao, but we discard a card, grab 2 energies. Amazing card in this deck to really help with consistency. 3 copies of Trekking Shoes. You get to dig into your deck a little further. You look at the top card of your deck, and you can either keep it or discard it. Also, some more water discard synergy here as well with Trekking Shoes, which is nice. 2 copies of Lost Vacuums. Get those charms off of your other opposing Pokemon. Get those get the ancient booster capsules, your future booster capsules. Get all of that out of here with the Lost Vacuum. Get Path to the Peak out of here as well, especially since this deck only runs 1 Collapse Stadium, which is still nice to get Lumineon off the board, but not much in the way of stadium bumps here, and Path to the Peak could be a real problem. 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass to get our basics down, 4 copies of Melanie to allow us to attach a water energy from the discard pile to our Pokemon V and then draw 3 cards. For the most part, we're using this as an additional acceleration for Palkia. 2 copies of Nest Ball for our basics, and 1 copy of Boss's Orders for gusting. Last but not least, we've got 9 water energy. I've been playing this deck for a little bit now, and I absolutely love it. And I think that it does have a place in the current meta. It's definitely not the fun, exciting pick. Doesn't necessarily have hot new cards. I mean, we're digging all the way back into the crates to pull out Suicune and Ice Rider Calyrex, but I think it is pretty well suited, positioned in the current meta, as proven by Luke Kirkham getting 3rd at Poland Regionals, and I absolutely love this deck. Now let's check out these matches. Lean on going first. Now, Mew to start is not ideal. We do have VIP Pass and Lumineon, though, so it's not necessarily the worst. It makes me think we are up against a Roaring Moon here. Let's go and grab Mew. And actually, is Ice Rider no, Ice Rider's probably not the play right this second. I would love to get Ice Rider going. I don't know if we're actually going to get to do that in this video. I hope so. Ice Rider is... Okay. Let's go and grab a Earthen Vessel, and we'll get rid of some energy here and grab even more energy. That will be, kind of be our Radiant Greninja, but not really. And we'll attach and pass. And if they want to do Roaring Moon stuff and knock out this Mew, by all means, go for it. Now, we could be in trouble even if they just knock out the Mew. Our bench is not particularly wide, and we don't necessarily have the firepower to knock out a Roaring Moon if this is all we've got. We kind of need a full bench in order to make this happen. So let's see what we can cook up after this. I guess if they knock out the Mew, we get Palkia, we use Lumineon to get Greninja, and I think that would do it. Greninja and something else. We could also potentially play for a Moonlight Shuriken. Moonlight Shuriken's not really going to help us in this match, other than preventing Roaring Moon from getting a... what's it called? A Frenzied Gouging. Alright, let's see what they hit here. Ooh, that was a terrible Pokestop. Okay. Okay. Oof. Absolutely brute. We need to get down a second Palkia here. If we can get that... Ooh, yes, that Escape Rope is actually goated. That's going to help us hit a second Pokestop. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, losing Chien-Pao is not the worst. Losing Chien-Pao is not the worst. We will Lumineon, though. And let's grab ourselves an Irida. And with Irida, we will grab... Actually, let's go and... Do we rope or do we cross switcher here? 60, 80, 100. I think we... Okay, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here. They're probably going to give me Squawkabilly. 60, 80, 124. Yeah. Let's go and get... Because, yeah, I'm leaving the door open for a Frenzied Gouging play if I get a Greninja here. I don't think I can afford to get a Greninja. I think we get a Palkia Ultra Ball, and we figure this out from there. Yeah, Palkia V Ultra Ball at least sets us up for the next turn. If it really comes down to it. Okay, let's go Palkia V. And I think we just keep it simple here, and we don't do anything. We'll just take the KO, and we can Star Portal next turn, and hopefully have enough gas in the tank, or like... Yeah, I think they have... Well, they could Dark Patch, and then they could play some other... They could play Iono, but really, I'm horrified of the Iono. Yeah, Ice Rider would be kind of rough in this matchup in the sense that... I mean, Ice Rider could just one-shot a Roaring Moon, and they would have to Frenzy Gouging. That's... And yeah, Ice Rider doesn't have to worry about the number of Pokemon on the bench. Okay. Oh! Yeah, they're probably going to KO us here. Yeah, they're going to Frenzy Gouging. Is there anything... I could use Lumineon to attack this. I don't know if that's the right move after the Frenzied Gouging. It is cool, though. I actually could... We could use Mew. I could use Mew for Calamity Storm. And that might be the play. That might be the play. We can... Palkia is a more reliable attacker here. Let's not fart around too much here. Yeah. So, let's go and... Actually, you know what? Let's get the Ice Rider out just in case. Like, just think... For funsies. for funsies, we can go and get Palkia out. I will get rid of... I don't think we're going to need the rope. And let's get rid of the Collapse Stadium. The Collapse Stadium might actually be handy. Canceling Cologne. They're not going to run. They're not going to use Canceling Cologne. Come on, man. Okay. And we have 3 energy. Let's go and Star Portal. We're only doing 180 damage here. That I don't like. I mean, it's still enough to get through this Roaring Moon. But... And we also set up our Ice Rider for a potentially big KO later. Hopefully we're not throwing out any key resources. Cross Switcher, the Suicune. And yeah, let's go throw in a Collapsed here as well. Just so they don't have the items. And we swing. We take the knock. And we potentially have our 1-hit KO on... If they manage to somehow get a 3rd Roaring Moon set up here, we are in pretty good shape to just take them out. Okay, yeah, they're going to get a Roaring Moon out. And hopefully they don't, like, Iono us. They have to play, almost certainly have to play Sada's Vitality in order to get back in this game. And they have not used one yet, so if they're gonna come in at all with the Frenzied Gouging, like, we would just knock them out anyway if they had to use the Frenzied Gouging. But, yeah, let's see. Let's see. Here comes the moon. Okay, they get the town store. Widen their bench, sure. By all means, go for it. Ooh, the Ancient Booster Capsule. Increasing the HP by 90. That is a little annoying. A little annoying, for sure. But we do have Ice Rider on deck. As long as... And, yeah, we have vacuums of our... Oh, we don't play Force Seal still in this deck. Here we go. Almost certainly going to be a Sada's Vitality at this point. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, and the Forest Seal Stone. So they could get... I'm going to guess Dark Patch here. Because, yeah, they've got almost all their energy is... That's 11 energy. That's crazy. Okay. All right, they're going to get the 3. Yep, they're going to get the 3. Oh, man, here comes that Frenzied Gouging again. Oh, what are they going to hit? Probably hit the Ice Rider? Yeah. Okay. Unfortunate that we're going to lose the Ice Rider here in the Calamity Storm. That's fine. That's fine. We should still have enough to take the win here. Unfortunate. I'm sorry, Ice Rider stands. We're not going to be able to get the Ice Rider play here. Let's go and dig. Yeah, 60, 80, 124. Yeah, we've got the win. Let's just go and... Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can put ourselves in a position to just, like, KO this thing straight up. If we can bench 2 more Pokemon, we'll take another switch here. If we get, like, a Greninja and a Nest Ball, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80. No, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80. No. No? Hold on. Let's vacuum away the Ice Rider. Man, I am so bad at math. I am so bad at math. 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220. No, we wouldn't be able to do it. So let's go and I'm going to... Here, let's get... There's no Greninja is here. Okay, Palkia and energy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. We have the Cross Switchers. Let's just go and end this game here. We will go and Cross Switcher into the Lumineon, and Palkia comes in for the 200. Yeah, we could have potentially hit 220, but that still wouldn't be enough. So we'll take that win. We'll take it. Jeez, Ice Rider. Man, I really wanted the Ice Rider play, and our opponent, unfortunately, punished us for having it out there. And that's actually something to keep in mind. Like, I didn't need to play that Ice Rider. And I guess they could have Frenzied Gouging, and then we'd have to figure out what to do. So we need an attacker. It probably would have been better to play... Palkia would have got knocked out anyway. But Palkia just doing pretty well against Roaring Moon EX, being able to get that early lead up on prizes, and then just kind of go from there. GG's. We do get a VIP pass, and we can see what we can get down. Right, there's the theoretical possibility. Okay, it's Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is, I wonder if they think we are playing not. I wonder if they think it's the mirror match and they get cocky. Let's see if we have to bench a Manaphy too, actually. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if Manaphy's in this deck. And I know you just watched the description of this video and saw whether this has a Manaphy, so it's a really dumb question of me to be asking. Right? Oh, wow, they have to get rid of the reversal already. Or maybe they think because we're playing Gardevoir that... And yeah, this is probably an interesting match. We could get a... Yeah, Suicune could be really intriguing here if we could get a Melanie. Now, let's go and dig... you know what? Let's go and VIP pass first. And we have the Ice Rider. Probably not going to help us out here. We do get the Suicune. Suicune's interesting here. If we can get potentially a turn 1 KO. Do we have... Yeah, we could Lumineon... Yeah, I think we could actually get a turn 1 KO here. Let's go and dig. Okay, Mew's not bad. Let's go and Mysterious Tail. And, oh man, there's a ton of items here. I will actually get an Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's go get the Ultra Ball so we can guarantee, like, a Palkia V here. We'll put down the Mew. And, oh, I think we have to get rid of a Palkia, Lost Vacuum. Let's go and grab ourselves a Lumineon. And we will grab ourselves a Melanie. And we'll hit the Suicune. I generally, like, Suicune used to be a big deal back in the day. It hasn't been for some time now. Let's go in Trekking Shoes. We can get, oh yeah, we're going to keep that Irida. I also want to get down a Palkia. Now, can I do that while... Okay. Let's go and Fleet-Footed. We get a Cross Switcher. Cross Switcher is really nice. If I can get... I'm going to get rid of Rope. And I think we actually get rid of one of the Cross Switcher pieces here. Let's go get a Palkia V. Let's get a Palkia down. And then we are going to Collapse Stadium away the Lumineon. And let's go draw up one. And we now put insane pressure on our opponent to make something happen here. Okay, we are off to a hot start. A cool, oh man, triple Irida here. And yeah, if they're going to have to now find the energy, and they're probably going to have to Mirage Step to get the Curlias up, we are off to a good start. I don't know if it's worth using Palkia's VSTAR PAL. I don't know if it's worth doing that right now. If it comes down to it. We just get the win. Jeez, we love ourselves an easy win there. Suicune showing its worth. Suicune used to be a big deal back in the Evolving Skies era. Suicune Ludicolo was a really cool archetype. And you know what? It might actually be able to do some stuff in the current, now that there's Bravery Charms. We've got Melanie, Ludicolo making it hit for 1 billion damage. I guess it's not as important to, yeah, it's not necessarily the worst idea. Now, to come to think of it, it could be cool. But here we go. Suicune a little more situational in this regard, being able to put that turn 1 aggression on, turn 1 attack, and pretty much push this Gardevoir deck out of the game before they can even really start. GG's. Chien-Pao start. We haven't seen Chien-Pao in a minute. I actually don't know what order I'm going to put these matches in, so we may have actually seen Chien-Pao in a minute. So we're going to go and Shivery Chill first. Water is actually not an issue for us right now. We do have 1 water. We will have 3. We can get a Palkia set up here. And I have no idea what we're up. Are we up against Roaring Moon again? That would be a little disappointing. Let's go and see what we get here. We'll go grab some water. And let's go Trekking Shoes. And you know what? I don't want that right now. And I know that hurts our gusting. But I really want... Okay, I'm actually going to get a Greninja here if possible, so we can get some more energy in the discard pile while also drawing 2 cards. Right, we get the Palkia down. That's great. We get... What do we want? Okay. Do we get down Mew? Do we get down Spiritomb? Spiritomb could be interesting. No Manaphy. All right. I'm actually going to play... Let's go and play the Palkia, just in case. I could play an Ice Rider. No, we'll play double Palkia here. And we will see... I could play an... we'll oh, hold on. No. We're going to save the... Do we save that energy? No, I'll attach it. Okay. I have no idea what we're up against here. It could be Chien-Pao. If it's Chien-Pao, then it's Roaring Moon. Okay. They could get the turn 1 dunk. That would be very sad. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. All right, Triple Moon and the Morpeko. All right, and they get some energy. They got to make room for a Squawk here. Is that it? Is that it? It can't be it, right? Yeah, see, this is where I could have potentially, if they go Lumineon, Spiritomb could have helped, but not ultimately, no. They would have preferred Squawkabilly over, and they had Sada's Vitality in hand anyway, so, okay. Probably going to get the donk here, and that's unfortunate. However, we should be able to respond, and oh man, here's the Cross Switcher. That sucks. That sucks really bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they wanted this in the active. That's fine. And in a worst case scenario, we do have the means of... Yeah, they're going to take the KO here on the Palkia. That's unfortunate, but we can carry on. We can carry on, especially if we can respond with a return KO. I don't actually know if we're going to have enough Pokemon to do that, but if we go into Palkia VSTAR and we knock out these 2, that's actually kind of goated. Let's go and do that. Let's go and do that. All right, so we have 3 water energy. And I want to Star Portal. And we're going to throw that all on Greninja and take 3 prizes right away. 1, 2, 3. And let's go and Irida for stuff. And let's go and grab... You know what? I'm going to grab a Lumineon for later. And let's grab some... Yeah, we'll grab the Earthen Vessel. And what do we want in terms of... Okay, I'm going to get rid of the Ultra Ball, and we will grab 2 waters. I will discard 1 with concealed cards to draw, oh my goodness, double Irida here. Okay, that's pretty sick. And we will go and Moonlight Shuriken, taking out the Roaring Moon as well as the Morpeko. Oh, we get 3 prizes on that. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. They need to make some stuff happen here. I also need to make some stuff happen here. So we had like... Yeah, we can Melanie to get this Palkia rolling again. And then hopefully we can get another attacker. Let's see what they've got. Let's see what they've got. I would expect them to respond with a Calamity Storm. And I could be regretting not having a... Yeah, Sada's Vitality. I could regret not having an Ice Rider here. Oh my goodness, the Ancient Booster Capsule. Thankfully, we do have the Vacuum, though I'm not sure how much that's going to help us at this point. So, let's see. Getting rid of the Squawkabilly and the Mew actually kind of hurts us. Let's go and see what they are working with here. Yeah. If they're just going to Calamity Storm and knock out 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to be short, even if they have to run a short bench. And we might lose here. Actually, okay, hold on. Let's go and see what we can do first. All right, we get a Cross Switcher piece. That's good. That keeps us in the game, right? Let's go and grab 2 waters here. And I think we have to Irida. Oh, we still don't have like enough Pokemon on the board. 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, like 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Yeah, we'll have just enough if we... Yes, I would like to grab a boss for later. But right now, I just want a... Do we grab... I think it's time to Ice Rider. I think it's time to Ice Rider, and we Cross Switcher piece here. Okay. Ice Rider... Cross Switcher. We go and grab the Palkia. I think we still... Yeah, if we Melanie into... Actually, we could potentially win. Okay. We could potentially win it with Ice Rider if they come back in and they don't Iono us here. We Vacuum the Charm. We Melanie attach... Iono, or yeah, and then we just donk them with the classic Max Lance. So I do have to pray that they Frenzied Gouging here, and they don't Iono us. And Ice Rider would do its thing. Please don't Iono. Sada's Vitality. Sada's Vitality. Sada's Vitality. Yes! Please. Please do it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it. You want that second Roaring Moon ready, right? You want it ready. Okay. Yeah, sure. Double Moon ready to go. You're gonna swing for 290. You're not gonna disrupt my hand here in any way, shape, or form. Ice Rider is going to come in and save the day. I'm glad Ice Rider is going to get some time to shine in this video. They're going to Frenzied Gouging. Actually, we don't even need to... Yeah, they're going to do 200 damage to themselves. So, like, really... Here we go. Ice Rider, like, if they had the full HP, like, we would still be fine. But, just for reference, for the record... We are going to Melanie. We'll attach some water. We will... Let's go and Vacuum away the Charm just to add insult to injury here. And get that out of here. And we should just use Ride of the High King. I'm going to Max Lance to win the game. just to showcase the benefits, because there's a lot of these basic EXs, that 200 Iron Hands, the 230, 220, 230 Pokemon running around right now in the current format, and good old Ice Rider can just come on in and stomp them out. Now, in this scenario, we didn't necessarily need to do that, but there are a lot of cases where an Ice Rider, just having one, can really skew the prize race in your favor. And if the other thing is, like, Palkia just wouldn't be in that scenario where both benches were pretty short. Palkia would not be able to one-shot a basic EX, and Ice Rider was pretty much our only out to that. So really awesome to have that here for this matchup. GG's. And there we go. That is a look at this new take on Palkia VSTAR in the Paradox Rift meta. I really like how smooth this deck plays. I think some of the new cards in here, such as like the Earthen Vessel and getting Chien-Pao in there, Mew to help draw some more cards, and all of the different things that have come to this point have made this deck really tight. And I know Miraidon's popular right now, but Miraidon is still very much a winnable matchup. Again, Luke beat 7 Miraidons to get to top 3 at Poland Regionals, and it's just a matter of trying to get that first KO and being consistent on the follow-ups from there. But what do you think? Are you excited to play this one? Are you thinking about updating your Palkia League Battle deck? I did not mention the League Battle deck here specifically because I think there's probably too many pieces to turn your League Battle deck into this. But it is, if you've got the League Battle deck, this is kind of cool, a cool way to modernize it for this meta. And I might still call this the Upgrade the League Battle deck, because yeah, I might still do that. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.